Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. Today I will try to explain you how and when you can use Scratch block which is named current. This one is a part of the sensing blocks. It's a blue one, and you use it when you want to work with some kind of time in terms of years, months, dates, like days and so on, and also with time as hours, minutes, seconds, and so on. I do not use this one a lot, and I don't have some really interesting or good idea how to use it in the game which we were making during our tutorial about how to use different blocks. Maybe I will use it later, but so far I will just give you a couple of examples and ideas so you can try and test them on your own. But in general, I think I have 10 or 15 blocks to finish a whole section on Scratch blocks and playlist, and the one which I left for the end are probably the least interesting to me in terms of I don't use them often, I don't have ideas how to use them, and so on. Okay, let's go to this one. This one is the blue block, the part of sensing blocks, as I have just said. And if you're in some kind of other groups like sound, looks, motion, just click on the blue circle sensing and go to the bottom. It's third from the bottom. Click and drag it on your screen, and I will zoom it so you can see it better. I'm in my Scratch default stage, and I only have ScratchCat on the screen. I'm coding in ScratchCat sprites, so nothing complex or interesting, but it will work out for testing this block. If you remember previous videos, or if you work enough in a Scratch environment, you know that you can test block by just clicking on them. So I will drag and drop play sound, click here, and you can hear it works, and a yellow border around it means Scratch is reading it, it's executing it. I don't need it, so I will delete it. But what I wanted to say, you can test all of those blocks just by clicking on them. You don't need to put them in some kind of complex event or control blocks and so on. So it's enough just to click on those, and you can see we have the number here 2023, that is the current year, and same with month. But the problem with month is that I don't have the word March, January, February, March, April, and so on. I only have the numbers, so it can be tricky for some of you if you want word instead of numbers, so you will have to code that on your own. So that could be a simple and interesting task for you, how to code this current month into Word. So for example, you can do something simple as if I'm going first to say it in English and then translate it in code. If the current month is number 3, then say it's March. Okay, so if the current month is 3, I have to use some kind of operator to check that. I'm going to use this with equal sign. If the current month is 3, and I will put that test into this if, then do what I need. Say is the part of the looks blocks. Say now is March. So if the current month is 3, now is March. So you see how you can use that, for example, to make some kind of calendar or to do application or something like that. And I would need to duplicate this and say, for example, if the current month is 4, then say now is April, and so on. So this maybe isn't the best way how to do it, but it would work out, and you can make some kind of calendar like this. And same goes with year and date. Date will give us the day. Today is the March the 7th, so it's the 3rd month of 2023, and so on. So you can use this, for example, to make some calendar or some kind of reminder, maybe to make some kind of class schedule or something like that. So it's not completely useless, I would say, but you would probably use this very rare in your games, probably more in some kind of applications and so on. And also one more thing to notice is that week starts with Sunday. So the first day is the Sunday, and don't forget that if you make some kind of calculations. So that is important, and you can see that also in current day of week. So although today is Tuesday and most of us would say, okay, that's the second day. First day is Monday, the second day is Tuesday. Actually not, actually in Scratch that's the third day. So current day of the week is 3, although I'm on Tuesday, and that's because the Sunday is the first. So be aware of that, that's very important, and you can forget that easily. Same goes with hour. So I'm working now at 10:57 a.m. and I can make that I can make some kind of clock also. So we saw that I have made some kind of simple calendar test. I can now make some kind of clock. I would also need say, and I will use say instead of say 4 seconds. I will use just say, and because I want, for example, to make some simple clock, I will maybe make a tutorial on that to look more fancy, but let me just try a simple one, like I think I will need the join, or how it's called, join. So I need to duplicate those. I will okay, don't worry, I will say it first in English and then I will code it, and you will need these blocks. So for example, if you want to make some kind of simple clock on your screen, like in-game clock or real-time clock and something like that, you would need say block, because you want that message to be visible on the screen, to someone to say it, so you can see it. You would also need join, because we need here, instead of apple and banana, we need hours and minutes, and you will use current for hour. So 10 minutes. No, I need 10 and this, and you can see how if I put this now in forever block, control event, so when the game starts, when the game green flag is clicked, forever, because I want this to say forever and check out forever. You see how now it's on the screen 10:46 and so on. So no, I need minutes, sorry, my bad. Instead of seconds I will put hour and second. Okay, so it's 10:59. I need these 2 dots. Now it's 11. Yeah, it works. Great. So I need some kind of space between hours and minutes, and you can do that on your own by adding more of those joins. So I can right click, duplicate them, and do this, go crazy. So you can now put here like this dots and so on. So try that on your own, test it. I've gave you some ideas, some examples. And again, maybe just a few more ideas. For example, in my game I really don't see use for this in terms of game design or story. Maybe I could put some kind of character on the screen which will ask you what day is it today. So if you give him the right answer, he would give you some kind of item or something like that. But this is more useful in when you code some application, and in the real world you need this mostly for some kind of economic financial applications where you for example code some kind of Excel data in tables, financial data, numbers, salaries, and so on. So you need some time, when for example when some item on the shop was bought, in which day, so you can start counting on putting that on the receipt or something like that, or declaration, or for example you can use this to like if you run the restaurant shop and a restaurant or some kind of shop, and you have some sales during the some kind of for example New Year, so you would put if the date is the first of the first month January, that means New Year, run the sale and run it for 7 days or something like that. Or if you run a restaurant, you can say during the hour which is I don't know 12th hour, half a noon or something like that, make prices 50% lower, like Happy Meal hour or something like that. And that would be realistic, and that would be cool to make something like that. Or you can, as I said, you can make some kind of counter, some kind of clock in your game, or try to disable the game for different hours, so maybe minorities, young kids could not play the game after 12, or I don't know, 10 hours in the evening, 22 hours PM or something like that. So you have lots of interesting possibilities, but they are not in terms of game design or mechanics or features. They're more like control of your game in terms of time, hour, and so on. And I will leave the link to official Scratch Wikipedia wiki info, where you can find this block and some kind of usage for it. I haven't checked this one, but yeah, as you can see, they are using the same approach which I have just told you with join, couple of joins. I thought that was stupid, or that maybe isn't very smart enough, there is something better, but they are using it here on official Scratch wiki, so that's probably it can be maybe the only way. And you can see how they use those two dots and so on to divide minutes and hours, same as I did. And oh yeah, this is crazy, look how many joins here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 joins. But yeah, you can try to make something more clean than that if possible. Anyway, I would try to put these links to Scratch official wiki on previous blogs, and on these couple of last one which I'm shooting right now, so you can always be linked to official stuff and learn how to do it that way. And as I said on the start of this video, we are very close to finishing this playlist Scratch blocks. It has 90 blocks in it, so a couple of more and we are finished. And I think that's it. Yeah, one more thing, check out now the screen here with the cat. Here on the left, on the current year block which we have explained today, you have some kind of checkbox, so you can check it and see how it's available on the screen right away. So you can do that, and it's right in the game. You don't even have to drag and drop it. Simple as that. That's it for this video. A couple of next one will be about Scratch and Scratch blocks. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.